Yo guys, what's up? Fear Bear again. I got another video for you guys. This is a ranked jungle game. Since I'm a jungle main, most of the games I'll be recording and going over will be jungle. Playing Jax, as you can see. Whoops. Alright, there we go. Alright, playing Jax, as you can see. Jax. My rune setup is 80 marks, armor seals, 8 excuse me. 8 magic resist glyphs flat. I can't remember how. I think that's 6, and then 3 magic scaling or magic resist scaling glyphs. I find that good. Don't know if you guys like it. Just flat scaling. Oh, my bad. Scaling or flat, whatever. Anyway, going into the gameplay, I come to this point right here because just want to make sure they're not going to invade. It's not as common in lower elo gameplay, but you still will get that invade every once in a while. But moving on, I'm gonna fast forward it. So it's just your normal jungle path. I start red. And I make my way up to wolves. I find wolves easier than wraiths. They give the same XP. And I go to blue. And then I gank top. The reason I started res was so I can gank top first. Okay, right here. Was waiting for an opening. Jarvan made that opening for me. I come up, pop counter strike Q2 and W. Mundo ignites him. We start fighting. Okay, I could have given. Let me go back just a little bit. Fast forward it to the kill. Okay, so I could have given this kill to Mundo, because what I didn't see in game is Jarvan actually ignited him. So it kind of would have evened it out a little bit, but I did take the kill. But it's solo queue, you need kills, you gotta carry the game. But I do fuck over his lane quite a bit. I push way too hard. It takes like 3 or 4 minions just to even out the lane, so it's not pushed too hard. And just waited, but I end up taking everything and pushing in Jarvan's favor so he can farm into the tower, which gave him a 2-level advantage. So my bad, Mundo, I'm sorry. So come mid for gank. She doesn't have this warded. Let's see, okay, so as I'm, oh shit, ah, no, okay. So I'm waiting for an opening. So I want her to come close, and she's all the way over here. I need her to be about right here. But I do something a bit risky, and it ends up working. So let me just get to that point. Okay, so what I do is I slightly walk out of the bush with my Q up. Is it coming? Should be like right here. So see, I walk out of the bush with my Q up, flash, get up to her, Q onto her, pop my counter strike so she's stunned, auto attack her, then W for the kill. So bit risky, might not have happened if she had flashed, but I do end up getting the kill, so it's good for me. So just come to wraiths so I don't get too far behind their farm while I'm ganking, and then I head bot. See, okay, he comes in, or Wu comes in, so I see Wu and I pop my counter strike so I can peel for Twitch. When I pop counter strike, Ezreal backs off because he doesn't want to get stunned by it. I end up stunning him, then we all focus Wu, and we end up winning this trade with a lot of damage onto him. So he has to back off. Then I just tax 1 or 2 minions, and then yeah. Then I just go back to farming. Go back. Since I did get Flesh Blood, I'm able to get Spirit Golem, which gives me a bit of tankiness, tenacity, and sustain. So I come up to this lane. I just sit here, harass him off, and hold the lane for Mundo. Now right now, or at this point, I know not to do this. I don't want to fuck his lane over too much, So I just take like 1 or 2 minions and then I just back off because he's on his way. So just go back to mid lane. I waste her flash, which is really good because I didn't waste anything besides a few mana points, and it doesn't really matter. While Fiddles is down there skirmishing with Wu, put a ward there because I see he doesn't have any wards. See my red's up, so I go to red. Take it. I asked Fiddle if he wants blue, which junglers don't have to give blue, especially in ranked. You're there to carry yourself into higher elos, and blue is going to help you do that. So, but he doesn't want blue, so I just take it. I always ask. Unless they're losing lane, then I just take it anyway. Get blue, come to white, and then get my wolves. Okay, right here, I could have been a little bit more map aware and come mid. I was kind of, but I was just too late on it. Nothing I could have really done. Fiddle dies, so I'm just sitting here holding his lane for him. I put as much harass onto Katarina as possible. I get her off the farm for a little bit. You can see I put some harass onto her. Put a ward there because there's another ward again. And I just go back to jungling, farming and stuff. Go down bot for a gank. Oh my god, I hate when I do that. So I come down here. Oh, I just froze. Okay. Come down here. We get ready for a gank. No one to jump to. I could have jumped to Soraka actually, now I noticed it. But, you know, well, this game's over. I'm gonna learn from my mistakes. Nobody gets hit by my counter strike. But Wu is on Twitch, so I sit here focusing Wu with Twitch. Twitch has to blow his flash. I don't think we get a kill for this. Yeah, we don't. But we made his flash, or we popped his flash, so that was good. We tried to chase her, but she's too far for me to be able to jump or do anything. So we just back off. Didn't want to waste my flash on a jump again, only support. So I sit here with him. Didn't know there was a ward in here until one of the minions attacked me. So then I was like, okay, there's a ward in here, I'm gonna back off. Fast forward it. Fiddle kills Katarina in rotation bot. Starting gets top tower. Then you got that tower. I'm gonna press this. I wasted my counter strike there, as you can see, or if you could see, it was fast forwarded, which comes to bite me in the ass later because I'm not able to save Wu, or not. Okay, not Wu. I'm not able to save Fiddle. So he goes in. I don't have my counter strike, and I'm just going for the tower. I don't know why he did this, knowing my counter strike was down, but he did it, and he eventually dies from it. My counter strike's not up for another second. He dies before it's back up. I use it to get out. Try to hold the tower if I can. Well, I go to wolves and then I go back to the tower and try to hold it. But not much I can do. I'm low health. They can easily dive me, as Wu does right here. She was splashed Shumpo to get me, but Wu stays too long, takes 2 tower hits, gets feared, and it ends up in a kill. So I guess that was kind of worth it, but not really. Kill for a kill isn't worth it unless it's for an objective, as like a shutdown, the bonus 500 gold, or no, the bonus gold you get from a shutdown, Baron, Dragon, or Tower. So I'm dead. I get my phage and boots and a pot. Yeah, get my phage. I'm working for a Trinity Force because it syncs really well. Once I get it, I'll go over the stats. But it's pretty You should, if you're watching this, you should know what the stats are. So Fiddle died. I come mid just to hold it for him. Stay right here. We both fight in the middle of his wave, which is really bad for me because I'm taking so much minion damage on top of the damage I'm already taking from Jarvan. So if I wasn't inside his wave, this could have possibly resulted in a kill for me, but I doubt it because he does have the EQ combo. Even though he already used it, it is going to be up soon. It's not that long of a cooldown. But yeah, I just back off. Hold the lane for Fiddle till he gets back. So my red's up, I come and take it. I see my blue's up. Well, I come mid, because I have to hold it again. And then I see my blue's up and grab wolves. Grab Wraith. Then come top to try to push Jarvan out of lane because Mundo's not here. He gets away. I should have checked that bush right there, but I didn't. Oh well. Learn from mistakes. So I'm making this. Okay. He gets a nice pull off Katarina. We do a lot of damage to her and we almost kill her. As you see right there, we just barely kill her. But she Shampoo stands really good that. Then Jarvan comes in. He initiates a fight, which is bad because Katarina's already almost dead. Blue's pretty low. So the fight goes on. I jump out of that ult. Yeah. And then Katarina, I don't know why. Katarina is really low. We have a lot of CC to stop her ult, but she comes in and uses her ult and immediately it gets shut down. And then she dies for it. So really, I think my team is still fighting. I know I could fight, or at least make disruption in the fight so we could win it. He puts up his ult. Fiddle does. Blitz pulls. I put out my counter strike to lock him down. I think she's gonna get, no, she doesn't get away. I thought she was gonna get away for a second, but I noticed my Q is up, so I Q to her and I'm gonna get skill. Doesn't need bait that slow. Fiddle ends up getting this kill. So normally I'd say don't chase, but yada yada. I see bot is being pushed to the tower, so I come down here to farm it. At this point I have 1700 gold, not quite enough for Trinity Force, and I realize that, so I go farm this way. Then I go back. I go back for my Sheen, Ninja Tabby, and a couple pots. I could have bought a ward, and I really should have. I wasn't warding throughout this whole game, which is a big mistake besides my trinket. Just your trinket alone doesn't cut it. Buy wards every time you go back. Unless you're lane, then in lane, it's me, I prefer sustain over vision. I can always play passive. Anyways, fight breaks out. Fiddle doesn't immediately die, but he gets taken out. But we take out their APC as a result. So bad thing Jarvan did right here was he locked up 3 of his teammates with spray and pray from Twitch going. Now look at that range, that's just insane range. So Twitch is just having a field day on Ezreal. Takes Ezreal out. Then we immediately all turn on to everybody else. I take out Wu. No. Excuse me. We try to get him, but I realize he's too far and mid tower is still up, and I'd rather have an objective over a kill. So they all chase while I'm pinging tower. Eventually Mundo does come back and helps me clear, but Twitch and Blitz still chase. but they do eventually come back. So we get a tower. I get switched by red. Continue on farming. So I'm not quite there for Trinity Force yet. So I just keep on farming. Okay, let me back it up a little bit. Okay, so I see Mundo is being chased by Katarina and Jarvan. So I come up to try to help him. He does get away, but I suspect they're in this bush recalling. They weren't recalling, but they were just sitting there. So I come into the bush. I ward it, make sure nobody's there, but somebody is there. Pop my counter strike, so don't take that much damage. Get ignited. My whole team's here. That's the only reason I went in on this. So we end up getting a double kill for Fiddle, which is really good. And at this point, I have enough for my Trinity Force. So I go back and get it. Okay, so I got it. Okay. So Trinity Force is 30 attack damage, 30 ability power, 30% attack speed, 10 critical strike, 8 movement speed, 250 health, and 200 plus mana. So health mana, really good on any champion that uses mana and health. Damage, really good. Ability power synergizes with my ultimate, my Empower, which is my W, and my Leap Strike, which is my Q. The attack speed, I'm not too worried about the critical strike because I don't think I crit at all during this game, but it's just there. It's a bonus stat. So the attack speed synergizes with my passive, which every attack grants bonus attack speed, and it stacks up to grants 12% attack speed for 2.5 seconds and stacks up to 6 times. So that synergizes with that. And yeah, that's why I got it. So we're going. Don't know why I popped that. That was like a misclick when I was typing. See, bot is being pushed, so I come bot. Push 2 waves. A good tip to know is if you're trying to push the lane in your favor and have it keep pushing, push 2 waves. So fight breaks out there, Soraka dies, which we start pressuring this lane. Blitzcrank grabs a nice pull. I lock her down. We end up getting the kill, and that enables us to get this tower. Fast forward, slow down. Okay, so Fiddle's waiting right here. See, he pops his ult. I'm right here. I noticed that, and I noticed Wu there. So I pop my counter strike, leap strike in, and lock him down for Fiddle to be able to get his stuff off. Wu gets feared, so he's not going anywhere. Twitch does his job, focusing the tower to minimize the tower damage to whoever's taking the tower, which in this case was Fiddle. So Twitch, good job on you. So Fiddle goes off to push bot lane, and we stay to pressure mid. So Twitch is focusing tower as he should. Jarvan comes in, locks us all up. We grab the tower and turn on them. And then we'll see what's happening. We're fighting. Twitch gets a kill, he gets a double kill, gets a triple kill. He flashes for Ezreal, which could have been a bad idea, but he got the kill. So I notice Wu come in, so I'm like, okay, I gotta stop attacking tower and go for Wu and peel for Twitch. So pop my counter strike and lock him down so we can get a little bit of distance out of his ult. But it doesn't work. It works for a second, but he has this flash up. And we do eventually get the kill on him. And Twitch lives. I could have given him a pentakill. I told him in game, sorry, I meant to give that to him. I just didn't want him to die. So tower inhib, 5 kills. It's worth.
Purple team's inhibitor has been destroyed.
And come up here. This whole time I'm not paying attention to their spawn timers, which I really should be. So we get 3 towers inhib and open up the nexus. As I said, I wasn't paying attention to the death timers. Category comes in, blows me up. Oh well. Waiting for me to spawn. Spawn. Okay. So I get a Bilgewater and 2 daggers building into a blade. I get this is because it slows the enemy down so I can stick to them better as jacks. It's just a preferred item. Everybody has their own preferred build. Anyway, I noticed Fiddle's doing that, so I jumped, or doing Dragon, so I jumped to him and help him finish it off. I give Twitch red again. Go and help him out a little bit. And then we pressure lanes. So, come down, give Fiddle blue, and then I pressure Bobby. So, the main reason I'm down here is because I see 3 top. All 3 of them are up here. Except him. He's going back, but he does come back eventually. So he goes back. I don't know where they are, but I'm assuming since the whole team is up here, that they're up there going. Which I'm right. So I know they're all up here. So I continue to push this lane. And as I'm getting up to the tower, I fully realize that I'm alone down here. Nobody's going to come down here because this tower is going to go down. And they're all up here trying to defend it, which is really bad for them. Because right now, I'm like, okay, I can get this tower, get the inhib, back out, or I can go straight to end the game. And I go straight to end the game. So, Wu comes back. Wu and Ezreal both come back.
Purple team's turret has been destroyed.
Well, eventually they come back. Pop my counter strike so he can't do damage to me. And in the game. So, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoy it. Hope anybody watching this has gotten a few tips on how to improve, yada yada, whatever. My biggest thing, in my opinion, that I did this game was not ward. I could have warded a lot more. So yeah, I hope this helps you. Disclaimer, I think I said this in the beginning, I don't know. Not the best, not trying to be the best. This is, or not trying to act like the best. This is purely for self-improvement, and if I can help you, that's awesome. So yeah, see you.